get situated here with my hand balance. Oh my gosh. This is Chef Krosky. Welcome to Cooking in My PJs. It is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Making a Mother's Day meal. The meal is going to consist of braised pork chops. My pork chops are on the other counter. We're starting out here to cutting up some potatoes. I'm gonna put the potatoes. They're gonna go in here with some water. After I cut them up, I'm gonna show you how to cut up the onion. Because you know, that way all my stuff is prepped. You want to make sure all your stuff is prepped first before you cook. Don't try to prep as you cook. It's really harder to do. Stage things out, especially if you have some disabilities and imbalances. Prep everything first. All right. Potatoes, a razor sharp knife. Potatoes, I'm just going to just slice them up. Not a nice slice like this, about that thick, about a ½ inch. You know, Lyonnaise has a little kick to it. I'm gonna show you the spices here in a minute, but see. So I'm gonna cut all my potatoes like this. Okay, and I'll be back after the potatoes are cut up. Potatoes are in the water with iodized sea salt. Now, what the water would do, and with the Lyonnaise potatoes, when I start cooking, when you see the cooking phase, water will actually make the potatoes crispier. I don't know how that is, but when you soak the potatoes in the water, it actually, as the water is drying out, the potatoes actually get crispier. And I like a nice little, I like a little bit of crunch to my Lyonnaise. And it's going to have a little kick to it too. You'll see the spices. All right, the onion. How I do an onion, and I'm doing a whole onion, is I cut off both ends. Now, there's the restaurants that cut the onion right here in half, and then I'll strip the onion. I don't do it that way. Here's my little scrap one. I got a little pan for scrap too. And that's always a good idea too. I'm not going to have much scrap with this because it's just going to be Lyonnaise potatoes in my chops. But if I'm doing like a lot of chopping, like if I'm prepping for a big soup or something, I'll have a lot of scrap on me. Usually I'll have this bigger one for my scrap. I'm going to cut this off the onion. I'm going to cut the ends off. Then I cut the onion in half. It's a big onion. Then I take the skin off. Got a nice little perfect inside part of the onion. I mean, isn't that nice? Beautiful, huh? Put your hands together like this. You don't want to, you don't, make a cane beak. If you watch my Kicking with Starsky's, cane beak. That's a knife to do work. I just cut the onion, just slice the onion like this. That's it. Lyonnaise is a potato with onion. Anything that's really a lyonnaise, that's basically what it is. Right, now I'm going to cut the onion. Take the pieces like this, you put it all together. That's it. Now I'm going to do the same with the other one and put it in this bowl. Oh my gosh. My friends, I got 4 beautiful bone-in pork chops. But I'm only making a meal for 2. That means when I serve this, the chops are going to be laid over. Oh my God, this is going to be a huge Mother's Day meal, man. The chops, I got the flour already in here. I wanted to make sure I didn't make a mess and trying to do the flour on a video, you know. I'm going to add some garlic salt, some organic, good garlic salt. Don't be skimpy, man. Don't be skimpy. I'm going to add some turmeric. I add turmeric in a lot of things. Turmeric is very healthy for the body. Nutmeg. Nutmeg I add with my chop. This is pretty much the same stuff that I use when I make my gold milk. Turmeric and nutmeg. My gold milk will be turmeric, nutmeg, cinnamon, and cayenne pepper. With either oat milk or almond milk or even regular milk. Little bit of coriander. Yes, this is just to my chops only. A little bit of, if you want a little spice, add a pinch of chili powder. And then of course, you gotta have the fresh ground black pepper. And then, paprikas. It looks like this is starting to meat. Okay. I'm gonna sit this around a little bit. Kind of mix it in. Be careful, don't get it all over the place. Just carefully shake your hands. I guess this looks good with a hand that's already shaky, you know. And that's my braise. I glaze it in the flour. I'm going to dip it on the flour. It'll do one chop at a time. Be gentle though, don't pound it. You don't want to bruise the meat. Just press the meat lightly. Press the meat lightly. And you got all that flour and spice mixture over the top. And I'm going to let it sit on the board for a minute. That way everything soaks in it. My wife is going to have a treat tonight. I'm making her the best Mother's Day meal in the world. Oh, see, I got a little flour here, so I just put it over. Ooh, yeah. Put it over. See, press that side. Oh my gosh. Bill Cook, what did you make for your mother this day? Did you make her a special meal or did you take her out? Mm. 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 Careful, careful. Yeah, no, I was getting a little rough on that one. But it is really nicely covered. And that's my face, my flour that I do with my braised pork chops. Sit by walking by the stove. The camera should be focused on the stove. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to kind of pop up a little bit in my walker to do the cooking phase of the video. I'm going to first turn on this burner. And melt some butter. Don't touch the butter with your hand. Just open it up like this. See what I'm doing here with my hands. Let the butter melt. Right. I'm making the cream corn. Okay, my friend. Okay, my friend. This is a little harder to cook in a walker. Adding this flour, I don't know how much it shows in the count, you want to make this into a paste. So you want to stir this in. You want to make this into a paste, into a roux. They call it a roux. I microwave this one off. See what I'm doing here? Mix that flour, see that roux paste? What's he going to do here? And to that roux paste, I'm going to keep this really simple. I'll just keep this really simple. My wife waved this one off, and I raised my camera so that you should be able to see the microwave, see my hand at least. I'm going to reach in. I'm going to grab this cup. It's hot milk. I take this milk. I'm going to dump part of it in there. And why I got the milk hot? Because it will make this roux and the sauce thicking up faster when the milk is hot already. You don't want to add a cold item to a warm object because it's going to take a lot longer for it to thicken up. See how the cream sauce, see how it's thickening up? See, that's the trick. That's the trick. Now, I'm going to add the rest of this milk. Oops. There it is. This is my cream sauce. That's it. That's all there is to make the cream sauce. I ain't want the butter. Add 2 cups of milk. And that was actually 3 tablespoons of flour. A lot of flour I use. I do use a lot of flour. I like my sauces a little thicker. And now, I'm going to add the corn. You can see my head. What's up, guys? Hey! It's down to warm. Slow. Low and slow. Here it is, my friend. I'm just adding a can of Libby's sweet cream corn. Frozen is better. I was going to make cream peas with frozen peas, but I used the frozen peas in something, but I can't remember what. Sound of getting old. But there it is. This is the cream corn. That's all those 2 making a stovetop one. Make a baked cream corn. You can put breadcrumbs on here, put it in the oven and make a baked cream corn. That's what it good too. But I'm going to just keep this simple. This is my cream corn. You can see it in the camera. I'm going to move this back to the back burner. This front burner is already on. That's good. Because I'm going to go right to my potatoes that the camera allows me. I walk on a hot oil. You can probably see my hand. I hope you can. I hope you can see the pan. I'm going to add my onion that I chopped earlier. And this pan is going to sizzle, man. It's going to sizzle. Oh, man, it is. I'm going to get these onions cooked down. And it ain't going to take very long. And this I go a little old school, kind of cook with like a wooden spoon. Use this wooden thing here. All right. To that onion that's going to be cooking high. Well, I'm going to saute the heck out of these onions. To that onion I'm going to be cooking high. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper. Yeah, right to the oil. Paprikas. Chili powder, black pepper, see how that oil, everything mixes together in it? Isn't that nice? Oh baby, oh baby, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These onions sauteed down. Potatoes, Lyonnaise. Then, after these onions sauteed down, you just cook them to the salt, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't take too long. You just put the onion in, put the spices in, get it all going. The potatoes, I had them soaking in the water. I drained the water. I just dump the potatoes in, basically. Now you can do that. You can lay them around. I do that when I do a like a stovetop potatoes I've gotten. I'll lay the potatoes like that. Here, I'm just gonna put the potatoes in. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the potatoes in. Gotta push them down because you're gonna kind of stew them in this oil anyway. You're gonna kind of stew them in this nice deep oil anyway. And the potatoes are gonna cook down. They're gonna cook down. Looks like a lot, but they're gonna cook down. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. I'll push them all in the oil like I just did. Shake your hand. I'm going to put the lid on it. You'll see the potatoes when they're done. Cast iron chops! I got my walker behind me and kind of rolling in my walker. I'm trying to hold the chops. See the cast iron? See the chops? Probably soaked in. This is kind of awkward. There's not a lot of space here. I'm gonna set the chops down one at a time in this hot cast iron pan. And let these chops cook down. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Alright. I'll show you the chops when they cook down. Ain't nothing like a cast iron cooking. The potatoes, I'll show you these. You see that they're cooking down. I stirred the potatoes, and then I put a little bit more seasonings on the top, so that way you have it on all the layers, and it's all going to cook down. I mean, these are the best Lyonnaise potatoes you will find on this side of the river, because there ain't no river. Should I say this side of the desert? Because remember, I used to live by the river in Illinois, by the Mississippi, but now I live out in the middle of the desert. But I like it out here. I love my new ranch home. You can see my nice stove and stuff. There's not a lot of counter space, but I got my little rolling aisle. So, but I will show you the chops and everything when it's all done. All right. Take my big fish spatula. Got one of these. See how the chops started to juice up on the top now? That's when I know it's time to flip them. And you want this on medium heat for it's about 8 minutes. Look at that. Look at how beautiful those chops are, man. And Lyonnaise potatoes, we can see them. You see how they cook down? Oh, right. And of course the corn is in the back. And I'll show you the finished project on a plate as we enjoy this Mother's Day feast. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, as I lean on my walker. Here's the finished meal. Lyonnaise potatoes. Take my little spoon here. See the lyonnaise, look at that. They cooked all the way through, and I told you they would cook down. And the oil is seasoned, so that's why your seasoning is. And that's why your flavor is. Braised pork chops, bone in. And my thick, see how I like to make them thick? See how thick that got? My thick cream corn. I'll see you when I eat it. Alright, my friends. Little bit of stuff out, but hands are cleaned up. Dishes are cleaned up. And as I spin around, so I'm walking with my walker. And I walk towards the table. There is the Mother's Day feast. All ready to go. I have a Coca-Cola, there wasn't enough milk. There's my braised chops. My Lyonnaise potatoes. And my thick cream corn. You see how my wife likes the meal. This is Timothy Krosky, Chef Krosky, from Cooking in My PJs, as I try to stand. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below any other cooking ideas. Thank you. The meal all dished up. I think the chops would be tender enough maybe to cut with just a fork. Almost, huh? Joe? Spin it off. I gotta taste the chop. Good the corn. My potato. Delicious meal. How you like it, hon?
Good, thank you.
Happy Mother's Day, hon.
Thank you.
You got anything to say for the viewers?
Huh? I'm thinking of my mom today, and this is my foot.